Namaskar, this is Akhilesh Bhargava again. Welcome to Tidbits on Business and Finance with me. Let's talk about the liquidity shortage that India faces. Where has all the cash gone? Where have all the funds gone? That the common man, the common small entrepreneur, trader, businessman faces a situation of shortage of funds. And to confirm that there is a liquidity shortage in India, you don't need to go to an economist, you don't need to go to an expert, you don't need to go to a banker. Talk to the small trader, talk to your roadside panwala, and he will confirm that there is indeed a shortage, a scarcity of liquidity, cash, funds in the country. Even the Reserve Bank of India now accepts that there has been a shortage of funds in India. It has been pumping in money furiously into the economy to shore up the liquidity, almost at a rate of 40,000 crores a month. But the gap is much bigger. An estimate says that India faces a liquidity shortage of almost 1,30,000 crores a month, and the Reserve Bank and the government have been trying to tackle it. The government now is in a hurry. It missed the signs that liquidity crisis had seeped in immediately after the demonetisation happened. And now with elections on the cards and a common dissent, a popular dissent appearing, the government is in a hurry. Why does liquidity shortage mean a matter of urgency to the politician? The reason is, whenever there is shortage of liquidity, it means that the common man's business is obstructed or hampered. Moreover, psychologically, a common man feels happy. There's a feel-good factor when he has a bank balance or money in his pocket, as against somebody who does not have a bank balance and lack of money in his pocket. So, liquidity shortage erodes the feel-good factor of the common man. And when this factor becomes widespread, you see a kind of a popular dissent, a kind of a popular dissatisfaction, which, when the elections are on the cards, assumes a matter of emergency for the government in power. Actually, this liquidity scarcity or shortage commenced in the immediate aftermath of demonetisation in November 2016. But the government has been in a state of denial that the demonetisation move was a blunder. And because it was in a state of denial, it refuses to almost accept that there was a liquidity shortage. It does so now only for electoral compulsions. So, liquidity scarcity remains. The moot question is, why do we have a liquidity scarcity in India? All the signs point otherwise. And what are they? Corporate profits have been increasing. It means corporates should have more profits. Reserve Bank has been pumping cash into the system. Reserve Bank has been pumping funds into the system. In fact, at the moment, as per RBI statistics, the cash in the system is about 18.5 lakh crores, which is 3 lakh crores more than what it was at the time of demonetisation. So, statistically, there is a surfeit of funds into the system. Income tax returns are being filed in larger numbers. It means people must be having an income. So, they should be having a liquidity. The government has announced a higher MSP price, hoping that there will be more liquidity pumped into the farm sector. There are so many such factors which indicate that there is a lot of funds in the system. But then, why do we complain of a liquidity shortage? Again, the question is, where has all the cash gone? Before we understand where has all the cash gone, let's understand what does it mean by liquidity being short or there being scarcity, shortage of liquidity. When there is a situation where a deserving person does not have cash in hand, funds in his account, or when he wants it, he gets it after a great delay or he doesn't get it at all, that in simple terms is liquidity shortage. In other words, when you want the money, even though you are entitled to it, you don't have it. And that hampers your livelihood, your daily living, your business activities. It popularly takes place when people are transacting. So liquidity is there when one man sells to another and another one buys from him and money passes from one hand to the other and every hand feels rich, prosperous and liquid. And that is exactly what is not happening in India. We are facing a liquidity shortage because of a few factors, or rather because of the aggregate impact of a few factors. What is the first one? The first one is that funds have been stuck funds are blocked, and they are blocked in the real estate sector. The real estate sector is in a slump. Lakhs of crores have been blocked in dead inventory which doesn't sell, and that amount of liquidity is stuck. It is no longer rolling from one hand to the other. Similarly, liquidity is stuck in the infrastructure sector. Liquidity is now stuck in dud investments in the stock market. Liquidity is also stuck in assets like accounts that went NPA. These are all instances where money is blocked. It is no longer rolling. So the primary factor for liquidity shortage in India today is money is stuck. Stuck in real estate, stuck in dud investments, stuck in the infrastructure sector, stuck in the NPA assets, and it is not rolling. The second reason is incomes have actually fallen. Real income levels have gone down in India, and probably it's because of a sense of unemployment being there in the country. It also is because the real level of income has not kept pace with inflation. And with income being short, liquidity is bound to be short. So the second one has been shortage or lower level of incomes. The third one is lack of confidence. Household savings, corporate savings in India are at a record high level, but yet we face shortage of liquidity. That's because individuals and corporates are showing lack of optimum confidence in the economy. They are not willing to part with their money. They are not willing to transact. They are willing to park it in static, stable, dead assets, which is fixed deposits and mutual funds, and money lies there. It's not rolling in the economy, and when the rolling doesn't happen, you have a liquidity shortage taking place. So we are talking about instances to do with lack of confidence in the economy, both households and corporates, money stuck in dud assets, and income levels having really fallen. These are the reasons why, to us, there has been shortage of liquidity into the system. Even though the Indian economy is growing, corporate profits are growing, household savings are at an all-time high, inflation has been low, so many such factors, and yet we face a liquidity shortage, a very ironical situation. The government has been trying to resolve this issue by pumping money into the system. That is just a short-term measure. It's like an economic financial steroid. It will not cure the actual malady. The cure lies in restoring the prosperity of the MSME sector. The cure lies in more jobs. The cure lies in more confidence in the economy. And unless these issues are not addressed, pumping cash into the system is just pumping steroid into a sick body without curing the actual sickness. This is Akhilesh Bhargava signing off till we meet again. Namaskar.